Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while since the last time we did anything. It's on YouTube. It says 1 year ago that I uploaded this. I actually don't remember when that was. Oh, let's see. Sorry, this is my first time using OBS for streaming. So let's see. We did our last video in November. Wow. Yeah, so it's been a while. But yeah, first time using OBS for streaming. So bear with me a little bit. Kind of figuring stuff out. I had to look up some tutorials on how to do everything here. But this is going to be, I guess, a series of live streams. Hopefully a series of me working in the Fallout New Vegas Geck, which I kind of did a little bit of work on over my vacation at my parents' house. So just to kind of familiarize myself a little bit and do some practice stuff. And hopefully at the end of this series we will have created something, some sort of mod. So yeah, I'm not going to show like a tutorial on how to install the Geck. There's plenty of resources out there. What I'll do is I'll tell you what I've done so far. I've obviously done a fresh install of Fallout New Vegas, deleted all my old save games from the playthrough. I did an install of the latest version of XNVSE, which I think is at this time, I deleted it off downloads, but I think it's like 6.34 or 6.43, something like that. So yeah. Then what else did I do? I put in the 4 gigabyte patcher, then installed the Geck, then installed the Geck extender, which you can get on the Nexus mod site. And yeah, there's, I think, on the Geck extender page, there's a video that kind of explains all of that, like all of those extra things that you have to install. So yeah, the screen that I'm on now on the left, this is what will appear when you first open the Geck. And there's these 2 other little windows here. These would be kind of smaller, I guess, when you first open it. Something like, a little bit like that is what it'll look like on your first time opening the Geck. And I kind of made a little task list of things I want to try to accomplish. Maybe not all of them in this stream, but within at least the next week. Alright, so getting started, first thing we need to do is tell the Geck which files to load. So we're going to tell them the Fallout New Vegas main game, the DLCs, and then these ones here, this is the pre-order bonus packs, like the Tribal Pack, Mercenary, Classic, Caravan, and then also the Gunrunner's Arsenal. I don't really bother loading those just because they're just like weapon and armor items. I'm not going to really use them in a mod, but the main like story DLCs, I'll load these because they have resources that I'll use. Like I know I've used a door from Dead Money, and I think I'm going to use, I think there's like an antenna or something I'm going to use from Lonesome Road. Next down here we have our plugin. This is what we've actually created. I think if you're doing this for the first time, you wouldn't actually have one here, so you would go in here and create one, and you would just name it something that you can easily recognize as what your mod is going to be called. Sorry, I'm using my hands gesturing, but there's no video. Yeah. Then we're going to set this as the active file, so that means anything that we save while we're working in here, it'll get saved to this plugin file. So set as active. Okay. Multiple masters, files selected for load. Do you wish to continue? I think this is something from the Geck extender. It has an INI where it allows you to load multiple masters. So yeah, we're just gonna hit yes and wait for the Geck. Sometimes it'll take a little bit. I know on my laptop, which I was working on like first time, it took a little bit. I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit. I just don't know if I don't want the notifications to be too loud. Okay, so this big window right here, this is our render window. This is gonna show us what we're working on. And then where did my other ones go? Okay, the object window, that's gonna be things like things that you can place. That can be tile pieces for the map, like for buildings, or just miscellaneous items like a book or a pencil, stuff like that. The next window here on the right is the cell window. So this is going to show us locations. Now, if you look here on world space, it's interiors at the moment, so that's going to be the inside of a building. We can select exteriors as well. Yeah, you kind of have to figure out if you're trying to get to a specific area that you want to place like a door or something to go to an interior, you kind of have to figure out where in the world that is. So like the mod I'm kind of building at the moment, it's going to be in Freeside, and I forget which exact Freeside it was. I think it was just Freeside World. It was either Freeside World or Freeside North, because the city's kind of divided there. But yeah, so we're working on interiors at the moment. I'm going to scroll down. You can also hit like, oh, sorry, no, it's gonna, if you click on here, if you hit like F, it's gonna scroll down automatically to the F section. So if you're trying to find what you're looking for. So the name of my interior that I built was Freeside Radio, and I have two of them. There's floor 1 and floor 2. These will be the two that we're working on. I also made a test cell. I forgot what I named it though. I might have just named it like Brickstar Test Cell or something. Oh, Brickstar House. Let's take a look at that one real quick, because this is kind of like just a test area that I can use. Let's see, Brickstar House. Now it's loaded into here. What I find is useful if you're trying to like focus in on something when you first load in, just go ahead and click on one of these items here. These are all the items that are inside of the cell that have been placed. So they're like objects that have been placed into the cell. So we'll just click DLC3 barrel. All right. And then I'm just panning out using the mouse wheel. And if you've ever used something like Autodesk Inventor, it's kind of similar for moving around. You can click an object to use like a reference point, and then shift and hold the mouse wheel down, and you can move it around like that. Another thing, I believe it's T, that takes you to the top-down perspective, so that's good for just snapping to something quickly. Yeah, you can get a little trippy moving these along, but here is just something that I made. This was like the first cell that I ever made in here, and it was mostly just for me to practice some stuff. And I did this using the Bethesda provided tutorial that they did for Fallout 3, which still is relevant to New Vegas. It is a different Geck in terms of it's been updated, but I think most of the controls and stuff are the same. So yeah, you also notice when you're looking at like objects in here, you may see some stuff from Fallout 3. It's all just recycled into here. When Bethesda handed it over to Obsidian to work on the game, they just gave them all their assets. So, all right. So let's see. Where should we begin? I guess let's take a look at the actual. We'll go to the actual mod that I was working on. Be Freeside, Freeside Radio. And you can just double click on that and it'll load the next one. I click on something and I can see the building. Alright, so small building that I made in Freeside. It's going to be 3 stories. Yeah, it was a kind of a practice on using the stairs to create multiple levels. One thing I did find, and it kind of annoyed me, is there's a little bit of clipping on these stairs. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn on, if you hit this little icon of the light bulb up here, it turns on the lights. But there's essentially 2 stairs pieces here. And let's see. Yeah, if you hold V and move your mouse backwards, you can pan outwards. But yeah, I have 2 stairs pieces placed on top of each other, and unfortunately the top one kind of clips into the bottom one there. So I can show you that if I select the top stairs piece, you can see there's a little box drawn around it now. And I double tap 0, I believe. Nope, not 0. What was it? Was it 1? It was 1, so that hides that specific piece. So, yeah, this ceiling piece on the bottom stairs, that is the one that is, that's where the clipping error occurs. Now to reveal that again, I believe it's just hit F5, and that reloads. It reloads the map, so like if you hit anything, you can see it again. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I was just glancing over at OBS and it gave me some sort of warning sign. Let me check that out real quick. Figure out what's going on. Recommend you use a streaming bitrate of 1350 kilobytes per second. Okay. I don't know what that is. So I will ignore that for now. Hopefully that's not causing any problems on your end. If so, I mean, it's the first stream, I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, so like I mentioned, I used a DLC door. This is from Dead Money. And I thought it kind of fit the scenery of the bar here. So let me kind of talk about what this building's supposed to be. It's located in Freeside, and it's on the top floor up here is going to be a radio station that is owned by the Kings, and they put out like a local broadcast. The idea was it was going to be kind of like a parody of NPR, but for the Mojave Wasteland. I thought it'd be kind of cool. And they'd have like the radio anchors that are the Kings, talking like Elvis on there, just covering funny news stories that would apply to the wasteland. So I thought that'd be a kind of fun little idea. I still have no idea how to actually create a radio station, but it's going to be one of the things I learn how to do. And I also wanted to create some sort of little quest mod down here. As you notice, there's this crowded table here, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, so let's see, if I hit M, I can hide these people. That's just showing you whenever you place like a seat or a couch or something, it shows you where the NPCs will stand, which is useful because the first time, trying to move in. First time when I initially placed these seats, I placed them a bit too close to the table here, and so I would sit down in one, and then when I stand up, your player is like clipping into the table there, and they can't get out. It's a little bit annoying because I do feel like at the moment they're very far away from the table. Like I don't know. The idea was for the quest mod, I kind of wanted to have like the player, the courier, would sit down here, and it'd be like a group of guys just kind of discussing some sort of job that they're putting together, a prospecting job. Um, and I don't know if they'll be close enough that the player would be able to actually have a conversation with them. I guess you could probably make something along the lines of the player sits down and some sort of script takes over and initiates a conversation across the table. If that's the case, hopefully that'll work out. Um, yeah, so far I only have one NPC that I created. This is Damien. Um, he's our bartender here. I created a few lines of dialogue. Now I'm trying to remember where we actually go to see those. So let me check. Let's see here. I had a couple of Geck tutorials here. This is the Bethesda ones, not that one. Geck tutorials, yes. All right, Geck tutorials by 74494. He did a really good job, actually. He's got a lot of stuff here. There's 99 videos in this playlist that he made, and it's pretty nice, easy to follow along stuff. He goes kind of step by step over just the basics, which is great because you can kind of treat it like a project. Like I kind of think of when I was in high school doing a Java class, you know, you would learn one thing at a time kind of, and just practice doing small things with that. So let's see, I think he had a video on dialogue. I don't want to play a video on a live stream, so let me try to pull up the Geck wiki and figure it out from there. Bear with me for a sec. And we'll look for some dialogue stuff. Okay, at a topics tab. So where was that? I don't remember where that was. Quest window. Okay. Was that in here? Let me try searching my NPC and see if anything comes up. Nope. Oh wait, hold on, let me select all. Damien dialogue. Okay. Topics. Okay, so here's where we created the NPC dialogue. I found this process to be a little bit tedious to do. So, okay, when you first walk in, he's got a greeting. Welcome to the Coupler. That's the name of the bar. What'll it be? And then that's set up so that if it's the first time you're ever talking to him, he'll tell you the name of the bar. And then future interactions with him, he'll just say hello, that kind of thing. And then one of the things I found was interesting is you have to set a condition down here. I believe it's... I might have to rewatch this tutorial before we do some NPC dialogue, but it was if you didn't set this condition, basically every NPC you talk to in the game would have his dialogue. So like they would only be able to say whatever line that you created. So I thought that was kind of funny. Here's his vendor options here, which I believe has a script enabled. Yeah, show barter menu, which brings up his inventory. And that inventory is this little chest right here, hidden behind a wall. So yeah, let's see, I'm gonna hide. If you hit control, you can select multiple things. Nope. That unhid those. You know what I can do? I can drag. That works. No, it doesn't. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay. At least now we can properly see what's going on in there. Okay. What is... Oh, that's the ceiling fan. Okay. Let's hide those people. Alright, so checking our tasks. I wanted to create the third floor. Okay. So, yeah, since I don't remember how to do much of the NPC dialogue stuff, I guess it'd be a good idea to just focus on some world building. So let's hit F5, reload this. Why does it look like that? That's... oh. It's like occluded for some... Yeah, what is going on with that? Well, anyway, alright. Let me show you how you create a new cell. So you start off by just duplicating a cell that is similar to the one that you're kind of envisioning. So I believe this cell and actually the Brickstar house cell that I made for a testing one, this was a copy of a Nellis barracks room, and then this cell was a copy of this one, and then the second floor, we load that one. Second floor is just an apartment. It was going to be kind of like the crews, the guys that you meet at the table downstairs is kind of like their apartment. So this was a copy of the first floor. So we're going to copy this cell to make the third. Now, one thing I like to do just for consistency is we're going to count kind of the dimensions here. So we've got 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles. All right, so that's a 3 by, I believe this is 1, 2, 3. This is a 3 by 3 room, right? Yes. 3 by 3 with a 1.5 jutting out to the back. Okay. So we will select Freeside Radio Floor 2, duplicate cell. Let me expand that so you can see. So I just made a copy of it. We're going to rename this to Freeside Radio Floor 3. Nice. And if we go to edit, interior data, we'll rename it there as well. Apply. Okay. So now, when we select this, it's going to look exactly the same. Well, it's a copy. That makes sense. So what we're going to do is, in our cell view, we're going to select everything. Now, I think there's a... Is it page down? No. No. I remember in the Bethesda tutorial, they gave you a... there's a key you can press that'll actually do kind of like a Control-A, where you can select everything, which makes makes this part a lot easier. So I guess if you're going to do like a 3-floor building, go ahead and create your 3 cells beforehand. Just going to delete these, and you'll see them delete out of this render window as well. So I apologize, this will take a little bit. Probably should have reviewed some of these tutorials before I started streaming. That would have helped. What I might do for the next stream, I have my laptop here, so I can probably pull up one of the videos on there and just switch headphones real quick in between. Okay, so that deleted a bunch of the floor tiles. And almost all gone. Okay, perfect. So, let's start building. Go over to the object window here. We're going to look at, let's see, it's going to be world objects, static, or is it, yeah, static, and then dungeons. Let me drag that over a little. Let's see, we can look at, I think we were using office for that previous room. Oh, remove Damien up there, otherwise you can't see anything. Let's see, so that's an office building. Let me remove that. Okay, so that's like a hallway. Okay. Let's look for a room. So this third floor, this is going to be like a radio station, so it's going to be not so much residential, probably tile flooring, or maybe carpeting. I mean, I feel like we probably want carpeting in a radio room, just so there's less sound. Let's see. I want to find a corner. Nope, not that one. So you kind of have to look at some of these names. So office room corner, and then exit, that EX. So if we look at this, okay, so that's an office building room with a exit small door. So if it says exit small, that means it's a single door. I believe the big one is a double door. Yep. And then you notice there's 1 and 2. I believe 1 is tiles and 2 is the carpet. So I guess we'll go with carpet. Yeah, let's put this one in. So to put something in from the object window, just go ahead and drag over. All right, now we've got our first piece placed here, and we can work from there. All right, so we're gonna need, it's a 3 by 3. Let's get some walls. So, okay, now for these walls, they're signifying if it's carpet, it's gonna be B. Same with this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's drag that in. And by right-clicking and highlighting it, you can rotate it like that. I am going to put on snap to angle and snap to grid. So that's going to make this a little easier. We're going to go into the overhead view. Now, this is a bit crooked. What I'll do is I'm just going to delete that for a sec. Drag a new one in. Alright, now this is a bit high, so I'm going to hold the Z key, which is basically controlling the Z axis. So you've got your X, Y, and Z. Alright, so we've got to make these match up somehow. Alright, so that is lower. That is way further back. Bring it up a bit. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. So first one over. Let's see. You can also do, I'm trying to remember to duplicate. There's a shortcut for duplicate. Let me see if I can find that on the wiki real quick. Duplicate? This is the wiki, by the way. Oh, Control D. Okay. So Control D, and yep, that made a second copy of that. Excellent. All right. Now we need another corner piece. Let's see, what's this one? This is a tile. That's no. That one looks fine. Boom. We are in business. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking for the layout of this room, what would be the best way to do this? Because we want to have like a recording booth, and then maybe something like an office over here. I guess we can finish out the room, so I'm going to duplicate this one again. Once we finish the perimeter of the room, we can work on what's going to go in it. The good thing is when you're duplicating them, when they're like already on the same level, it keeps them on the same level. So I didn't have to worry about adjusting the Z-axis or anything there. All right, move that. Move that, okay. So the only thing, we've got an identical hole in the wall here as there. So, do they have any, let's try not to use like the same tile pieces too much. So like we've got the same one here as we have there. So let's see if we can find something a little bit different. Office room wall 2, no. What is this one again? This is 2B. I can see that when I have this selected. If I look in the cell view, I can see that highlighted there. So that tells me what the name of this piece is. And that's pretty useful too, because if you're ever looking for something like, say for example, I wanted to look at another cell to see how they did something, I can pull up that cell's interior in here, and then I can just select a piece. They'll tell me what that piece is, and I can be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to use that in my cell. Then I'd go back to mine here, and I would just search for the name of it. So that's pretty useful. So this one is 2B. What is 5B? What does that look like? Okay, so that's doesn't have a hole in the wall. That's nice. We'll use that. And I believe, let's see, hit F. Nope. As you can see, the perspective on these is very difficult to see sometimes. If hit F, it drops it to the same level as whatever the lowest item below it is. So that's useful. Alright, rotate that. So this is going to be over here. So this dropped it to basically the ceiling height. Or did it? There we go. Eventually, the week I was working on the previous 2 floors, I eventually got pretty good at guessing where it was. So yeah. Alright, so this corner piece, we're going to need another doorway. We can't duplicate this one because we basically need the door on this side, not that one. So let's look for corner with an exit, and they have right and left So this one was right, so I guess we need left. Yep, that looks like what we need. What I usually do is I just drag it until I see them clipping like that, and then I know I'm somewhat at the right level. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay. Now the centerpiece. So centerpieces for rooms, you actually have to place two pieces. You'll have to place the floor, and then you gotta place the ceiling, because they're two separate ones. So let's look for, should be floor. Floor. So floor holes. Yep, that is a carpet floor. Boom, dropped right into place. Now the ceilings are a little bit more difficult to work with. Let's see. Ceiling. Where are you at? Alright, so ceiling 2. It's showing the ground on there. You can just hit ground plane off. And then you can't really manipulate it as much in this preview button, or preview window. So you kind of have to just lift or lower it. That looks okay. Just curious, what is the first one? I guess it just has more holes. Yeah, okay, we'll use the second one. Alright, so this is where it gets a little difficult. You have to basically flip it, at least this is the way I do it. I flip it upside down. The problem is when you go to move it, your mouse is kind of inverted. So, okay, so you can still move it left and right normally. It's the up and down that, or from the perspective we're looking at it, it's up and down that is messed up. And I believe the z-axis is also inverted. So that's a little bit difficult. Okay, so it looks like it's on the right z-axis. If I rotate it, I think I got it. Okay. Boom. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a door in here. So we're looking at static, dungeons, office. So let me show you what I was talking about earlier, where if I want to look at another cell to see what they used, we'll do that. We're going to save this though real quick. Save. And we'll check floor 2. What kind of door did they use? Oh, well, I changed the name of this door. Let's see, can I... Novak Motel lobby door. Okay. That should be easy to find. Okay. Doors. Just gonna hit static. That's gonna search everything in here. Or maybe not. Let's try door. And we'll look for Novak. Really? Okay. Search in all. Lobby. Novak Motel lobby door. Now you notice here there's a count of 7. That means that this object's been placed into the world either in interiors or exteriors 7 times. So every now and then, like, I might use that count number to see, is this the most popular item to use? Like, if I'm kind of confused on whether or not I should use that specific door or something, or that specific tile set piece. Okay, so we're gonna hit F to drop that to the floor. It's doing that weird thing where it's cutting off a portion of that. It's weird. Also, my panning option isn't working. So let's rotate this. Door handles are on the right, right? Let's check. I have to think. Door handle on the right for when you're opening it. Okay, so facing that left wall. Is this upside down? Oh. I had the whole building wait. No? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Reload. Something isn't quite right here. This looks like it's inside out. But there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and place that there. That's flush with everything. Okay. This looks a little bit distorted. Like, for some reason, this doesn't look like a rectangle. It almost looks like the base is slightly wider than the top. I don't know if you can see that on your end, but that's a little odd. Okay. So let's go. Let me check floor 2 real quick. What did I name this door? Freeside radio floor 2 exit. Okay. So we'll do the same thing here. Reference editor ID. Freeside radio FL3 exit. Is that how I spelt it in the first one? I'm second guessing myself on everything. FL2 capital E. Oops. I like to be consistent with these names. And I know this is one of the problems I've always had. Like, I try to give things like a very explanatory name, which is one of the problems I had in that Java class. I was terrible when it came to naming my variables. I would give them like ridiculously long names, so it made reading my work very difficult. Okay, so we're going to go back to floor 1 now. We'll just click something here. That way we can see. And now we're going to link this to Freeside Radio. I don't know what all of these are. Freeside Radio Floor 3. View link door. That looks good. Okay. Alright, now, when we look at these, you see these little yellow rectangles, or not rectangle, well, it's a 3D object. What is that called again? Not a prism, is it? Boxes, whatever. You see these little things sticking up here. These basically indicate when you come out of that door, where are you standing, which way are you facing. So that little pyramid sticking off of it, that's the direction you're facing. So we are going to adjust this so that, for one, you're not standing in the door and you're facing outwards. Now, as you see, I'm trying to slide it and it's doing that snap to grid thing. I'm gonna adjust that. I'm just gonna turn that off for now, just so I can place that there. That looks good. I'm gonna raise it and then hit F to drop it, just to make sure I'm not in the floor. That looks good. And we'll put snap to grid back on. I believe you can actually change. Let's see. There is an option, because I know I edited this at one point. You can basically change what the snap is, as far as like how drastic it is. I think it's set to 32 by default, and I think I changed it to 8 when I was working on like some really detailed placements. So that's one thing you can do. Okay, so that looks good. Let's check floor 3, just see where it's trying to place us. So this one's also trying to place us in the door. So we'll just edit that a little bit. Raise it up, drop it down. We're good to go. Alright. I think we should test this. Okay. Just double checking how long we've been playing for. So I hit save, so this is good. And now games. Didn't I create a... Oh, here it is, yeah. It's basically just after me leaving Doc Mitchell's house. Just so we don't have to sit through that character creation. I'm just looking over at OBS for a sec real quick. I think this is a slightly smaller screen. It looks like on OBS it's smaller. I'd like to change that for you so that it won't allow me to have these two open at the same. I guess if I put it in window mode, but we won't worry about that for now. So okay, I revealed all the map markers. To do that, you just type in toggle map marker 1, and that will reveal all of them. So that enables me to travel to Freeside. Reminds me, I didn't show you where I actually placed this in Freeside. I apologize for that. Once we go back into the Geck, I'll show you. It's weird running into Freeside, not actually being able to run. Trying to show up. Okay, so I placed it back here, because as I remember, I believe this building is being used in Tales in Reno, and I know that one of the buildings back there is A World of Pain. I think it's that one there. Y'all better not follow me in here. Alright, so here we have our bar. Let's take a look. Yeah, as you can see, the chairs are pretty far back from the table. It just feels kind of unnatural to me, but talk to Damien. Welcome to the coupler. What'll it be? What is this place? Just another shitty bar in a bad part of town with an even worse name. What's wrong with the name? It's kind of a long story. Basically, the radio guys upstairs opened a bar amongst themselves to drink after work. Only problem is they're too busy to run a bar full-time, and other than mixing rum and Nuka-Cola, none of them know how to pour a drink. So they hired me. I guess I shouldn't complain. They get caps from the king, and as long as they can still use the stairs, they spend their time here. I just wish they'd let me change the name of the bar, so I might get some more traffic. What do you have to drink? Cool. Alright, so vendor menu's working good. Now what I want to fix is everything here that I placed, it's saying that it's stealing if you pick it up. Same with like opening these containers. So I'd like to fix that, because that's a little bit annoying. And I think, okay, I think I managed to fix it on these. So I know how to do that, so I'll show you that. Go back to the Geck. Alright, so second floor. Everything looks good here. Does it feel too dark in here? I feel like this is, I can see the light emanating off of there. Okay. And a third floor. Oh yeah, the stairs clipping thing. So, like, I can just barely see it there. I don't know. Let me know. Does that, because it's, I don't know, like, a way around that really without, like, extending this stairwell drastically. But that is annoying. Check out floor 3. And look at that. No seams in the floor. Little doorway to infinity and beyond. Does it just teleport you back? Yeah, it does. Okay. Cool. Alright, nice. So let's exit out of here. Is there anything... Hold on, let me make a note of... So these are good. That's good. I gotta fix basically all the clutter here. Refrigerator, stove. It's weird that these aren't considered, these aren't red for activating it. It's a little odd. Okay. Oh, he followed me in. Let's see if Damien fights him. Hey, Damien. Oh, that's right. I didn't nav mesh this. So they can't move around because, well, they can push each other like that, but there's no nav meshing here, so enemies can't, or NPCs can't move around. Yeah. Let's see. So Damien's got a shotgun. Can you fight back? Can you shoot that thing? I wanted to wait on doing the nav meshing until like I've placed everything, just so that, you know, because whenever you place the nav meshing, you don't want to like place it underneath something. So like I can already tell this room's actually going to be a pain in the ass with all these chairs. Okay. So let's head back to the Geck. I got to show you where in Freeside we place this and how we go about removing ownership on stuff. exit out of that. Back here. Drag that over. Yep. Okay. All right. Show me floor 1. Okay. So, before I started streaming it, I figured out a little bit, I think, how you would go about removing the ownership. So essentially double click on the item, go to ownership, and by default this is actually set to none, which unfortunately doesn't mean that you can just go in and play with it or pick it up or whatever. You have to set it to player, and then that makes it so that you can pick up or interact with it without any consequences. So, okay. The problem is, it seems like we have to do that for every single item that's placed, which is annoying. Nah, that's gonna hide everything. Oop, that moved something. Hold on. Let me reload that cell. Reload. There we go. Okay. That looks a little bit better. I still don't know why, like, this is cutting off right here. That's a bit annoying. But, alright, let's player it up with who owns what. There's got to be a different way to do this, because this does seem ridiculous. I think the Geck extender has a, what is it, an INI file, and there might be an option to make it so that everything placed in here is default owned by the player, so that I don't have to go and do this. Let's see, so I'll make it the beer, that's someone else's beer, so players shouldn't be picking up someone else's drink. Coffee, help themselves. And sure, coffee mugs. I hate this. There's definitely got to be player and player fee. Really? That's a thing? Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean then if our courier is a female that she wouldn't be able to pick up? That's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder, I might have to play test that. Alright. Ownership. Player can open the oven. Player can open the fridge, I guess. Let's see, can we put a lock on this door though, actually? Because that, yeah, let's do that. Very easy. key. Where would we go about creating a key? Would that be under miscellaneous? So yeah, this is one of the things. I wish there was like a open file location so I could see where it's hidden at. Looks like clutter. Clutter? Well, that'll definitely be something I look up in a tutorial. Make a little note of that. Things to look up. How to make keys. Okay. Alright, cash register. That's Damien, so player shouldn't touch that. This. Player. Pitcher. Player. Another pitcher here. Okay. Let's see. Let me show you the exterior to this. So I believe. Let's see. Well, there's two ways we could do this. I could try to figure out which one of these the exterior's in, or I could probably just do view link door, and that'll bring up the cell. Let's do it the right way though. I want to try to figure this out. Freeside world. Eastgate. This, oh, where are we at? Ah, okay, so that's the blue gate, so I don't think that's the one we're looking for. So let's go Freeside North World. East Gate. I think that's us. Let's see, is that Mick and Ralph's? Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in here. I prefer not to really work in this exterior world space because, yeah, it's very a lot of stuff going on. But we are right here. That is the entrance to Freeside Radio. There's a window on there. Does that look like... It's almost like between the second and third floor. Maybe I should put a window in the apartment, the second floor. Okay, well there is one thing I need to do while we're out here. I needed to... Let's see. DLC 5, clutter. Oh, so alright. It says DLC 5. That isn't the New Vegas DLC. That is the Fallout 3 DLC. So I'm in the wrong section. New Vegas DLC. Beehive? What is the beehive? Oh, okay. It's one of those little houses that the marked men sleep in. Okay. I'm looking for the antennas. Because there was some antennas when you first entered the divide. So this is the Lonesome Road DLC. And I want to find those because they look good. Landscape. Sky? No. What is this? Oh. Suppose we could look at it. This is DLC 4, right? Yeah. Let's take a look. Jesus, this is a big frickin' map. What? I don't even know what all this is. What those are. Okay, so this is, I guess, where the player launches the nuke thing. Wow. It's taking a while to load everything in. I don't think this is the right area, though. Divide Vista? Okay, this is the entrance. I seem to recall there was something. Can I hide these? I don't know what those are. Okay. Maybe it wasn't there. Divide world? I think it was that area. Oh, hey, we got a message. Hold on. I think it was that area where, what was it? When you first walk out of the rooftop where Eddie betrays you and all that. We got a message. Let me respond to that real quick. Where did it go? Well, Cell Block Psycho sent us a message. Yes, that's what we're working on. Can't figure out where it went though. But hey, Cell Block, if you're still watching, we're working on a radio station for Freeside, and I'm trying to figure out where one of the antennas are from the divide because I like that one. Oh, and I can't see the full window here. What does this say? I'll respond to them though. Hi everyone. press the hide markers. So like M, right? Because normally that hides them. I don't see them going away. Okay. This isn't the area we're looking for, though. I'm looking for that rooftop. Maybe it is road 2? No, that doesn't look like it. Divide world. West. What is west? Looks more promising. Ooh, I think those are them. Hold on. Yes, these things. Oh wait, that one. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did I accidentally? I don't know what I did. I was looking at the one with the light. Oh, there it is. But, damn it. Click on it and it disappears. Okay, what is that? Vegas DLC 4 Divide Radio Tower. Okay. So that is static. Vegas DLC. Clutter. Just type it in here. Vegas DLC 04. Divide. Radio tower. Nice. All right. Back to where we were, which was it Freeside North? I already forgot. Damn it. Yeah, Freeside North. Okay. Okay. I like that. Did that place it? I can't tell. Radio tower static. I wanted the one with the light on it, but I guess, yeah, I'll use the other ones. This place it here? I can't tell. I'll use probably 3 antennas, so I'll use the static one, like you mentioned, but I wanted one with a light. Alright, I dragged this on to here, but I don't see it. I'm worried I might have placed it somewhere. Let me drag one more. Nope. I do have Discord. Yeah, let me put that on there. Alright, do I see that on here, though? DLC 4? No. is that not dragging to it? There we go. Okay. I had to drag it really hard. Alright. F, drop it. Does that look... It looks a little bit big, so I'm going to hit S and we can actually shrink it. Alright. Radio Free Side is on the air. Let's put this, we're going to have like kind of like an array of them. We'll put this one, yeah, we'll put that one there. And then static radio tower. Vegas DLC Vault radio tower. What was that? That's a big ass tower. That's from Honest Hearts, right? Okay. Did all the DLCs have their own radio towers? Okay, that one's got cables on it. That one's also got cables. Does this one have cables? I don't see any. Okay. Just didn't want to have any random cables going off of the thing, off the roof. Broken tower. That could actually be some nice clutter. Might could put a broken one here and a part of the mast on the ground there. Okay. We'll add this one. It's doing that same thing. Now drag. Nope. There we go. I'm gonna like spawn into the game just to view this, and there's gonna be like 7 of these towers there that I kept placing, not knowing where they went. Oh, that is a big ass tower. Alright, hold on. I need to shrink this one down too. These look a little bit crooked. Just, yeah. That looks kind of good. All right, and then I'll do a broken one there. Not that one. This one. Oops. Okay, one thing I did learn over the weekend, if you go to drag something over here, make sure you're clicking like where the text is on it, not right here, otherwise it tries highlighting stuff. As far as why it doesn't want to drag the damn tower over, I don't know what's causing that. Clicking. There we go. That's weird. Nope, don't move that building. Drop it. All right. S. Oop. Oh, that is not on the building. There we go. That looks a bit big. Let me... Yeah, that's more in line. Okay. And then we got debris. Oh, that one dragged over easily. I think the main reason I don't like working in these exterior cells is I'm afraid I'm going to click on something from the vanilla game and just break it. Yeah, it looks plausible. What's this? Is this just another piece? I think that's okay. Radio tower debris walkway? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember, did Old World Blues have one that was like blue? Because I feel like I've seen this red one and I've also seen a blue one. Let's take a look. Save that. That's good. And load her up. Load her up, Scotty. Oh, I should have put this in window mode. I can try to fix the screen size. Oh, yeah, map marker, that was the other thing. I'll Google that after this. Finish. Ooh, oh man, damn it. Actually, hold on. There is one thing I want to try. Just because when we were looking at that ownership thing, because it mentioned there was player and then player female, so I'm just curious. Rebuild. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Just curious if that means that it's gonna not apply to a female character. I don't really know. It seemed odd that there was two. I'm so used to that little guard out there with the shotgun that just obliterates those guys. It's weird that I have to do it now. Alright. This is floating, so we'll have to... And it's also in his way. Okay. So I will move this slightly over. Okay. Coffee pot? Black coffee? Okay. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Interesting. I think... Oh, I didn't... I forgot those ones. Okay. I forgot to do this entire room. Oh well. Map markers are pretty easy. You can find them under static. Double-clicking a map marker when it's placed will bring up the references window, and you can edit the details from there. Ah, okay. Well, let's try that out. Also, for that radio tower, if you want the debris right there, you'll have to edit the map. Yeah, that makes sense, because that guy's got to run around it. Okay. What am I looking at here? What? What? Maybe the Geck doesn't like it when I launched a game while it's still active. Let me try closing that out real quick. Yeah. Set as active. Yeah. This is an error that occurs. Just activate and deactivate light mode. Oh, okay. That's the when it's in the render window and it doesn't like it starts cutting stuff off. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. All right, we were gonna work on. Well, let's fix that thing we put in that guy's way. So free side north. All right. So nav meshes are. I believe it's this one. Okay. Oof. Okay, so you see all these little red spaces, or red, you see the red, that's nav meshed area. So we would have to edit the nav mesh around this piece of debris. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to at least move it a little bit out of the way, and it's also floating, so I want to try to fix that. So we'll exit nav mesh mode for now. Drop it. There we go. Now, I believe if we hold Z, whoop, that rotated it the wrong way. Whoops. There we go. Nope. Don't want to select whatever that red thing is. I'd like to just select the radio. Where is it? Nope. Is that on the ground? I can't. Yeah. That looks okay. All right. So it doesn't block these guys. All right. So we want to select. All right. So I clicked on this one. This basically allows me to select the little corners of a nav mesh, I believe. Oop. I don't know what I just did there. Hold on. put it into the building. Looks like it. That did not do it. Select triangles. Yeah, I guess we'll just redo the nav mesh here. Hey, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it and look forward to seeing your series whenever you start. Okay, so I need to move this one too. Okay, this one should be okay. We'll be safe. We'll play it safe. All right. How did we draw nav meshes again? Oop, nope. Undo that. How did this move this here? Damn. I might need to check out the Bethesda tutorial for this, because I've placed nav meshes before, but I don't. Let's pull up the wiki. Nav mesh. Creation, sure. Making edits to game nav meshes. Do not merge a vanilla game nav mesh to any other nav mesh records by merging vertices. Doing so will cause the Geck to delete the vanilla game nav mesh and swap it out with a new record, which is improper modding practice and could lead to instability issues. Instead, always build off the existing vanilla nav mesh. Oh. So does that mean I shouldn't delete those then? Exteriors work a little differently than interiors. An interior is a single cell, while an exterior is a grouping of cells. Because of this, nav mesh is handled a little differently. You cannot nav mesh outside of the cell you are working in. Nav mesh verts will try to stay within the... Oh, okay. Turn on the cell borders by pressing the B key. Okay, I think I know. Alright, what border am I in then? It's not that one. So basically where there's these yellow lines, I think it's telling me I have to select that one if I'm going to apply nav meshes there. So, where were we? We're here. So this is location 0, -2. Right? Okay. Looks good. Alright. let's try this again. Zoom in on this. Oop. Why didn't you draw it? That was supposed to create a triangle. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Well, let's pull up Bethesda's tutorial. Alright. I'm gonna just mute it while he works. Okay, so he's going in. I don't know, should I be showing this on stream? This is... I feel like that we might get in trouble for that. Okay, so he drew 3 triangles. Was it another key I was supposed to press? So there's the tutorial. No.
Once you have them selected, hit A, and it creates a triangle.
Ah, hit A. That didn't do anything. Shift A? Interesting. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. Just this one. Okay, well I definitely need to figure out how to get a triangle from here a collection of triangles from here to here, and just fill this in. That way that one guy can just run through this area. Because otherwise these guys won't be able to move. But I'm going to have to check out the Bethesda tutorial in a little bit more depth to figure that out. Since I don't want to bore y'all with me trying to figure it out without having to watch a video, let's go back to our interiors and we can check out. Well, you know, I never even bothered to look up while we were in the game. We can go check out the Freeside floor 2 and change some of the ownership there. Alright. There's definitely got to be a way to do this easier, though. This seems kind of ridiculous. Nope, that'll be owned. That's the light I selected. Scrap metal. Can I do multiple of these at the same time? Is that a thing? That work? No. Of course not. Why would it? Okay. That's good. All right. But you know what? I bet if you copy one of these, after you've already changed the settings, I wonder if that does it. I would like to move this. Okay, I can move that. Barely. Oop. Oh. That's why. That one's kind of in the table. That one's kind of above the table. Alright, now if I do Control D, I've duplicated it. I don't know if that was the original or not. Oh, it does work. Okay. Alright, so if you duplicate something like that after you set the ownership, okay. I mean, that makes it a little bit easier. Change that one. That's good to know. knife? Special render. Here's the ownership. Oh, you know what? I don't think that's an actual. So, alright, when we were in this room, it wouldn't even let me interact with the assault rifle. I think it's just literally a static item, and I might have done the same thing with the knife. I meant for them to actually be things you could pick up, but yeah, they're just static items, so you can't actually interact with them. Let's get the fridge. The oven. These are the clean ones. I don't know. Does that seem too clean? Like, I don't know. Because the dirty ones seem like really dirty. There's like no in between. Like, this is the clean toilet and bath, and I feel like these ones are okay. But the stove and fridge look like spotless. That's my only concern with them. Bathtub. Oh, wait a minute, did I? That one wasn't. I'm gonna put this back to none because we didn't have any issues with that earlier. Okay. Save that. Let's go up to the 3rd floor and I guess do some work in there. Alright. So I think when I was looking at this initially when we made it, I know I mentioned I want to do like a recording booth where like our 2 radio hosts will sit, and then kind of like an engineer room where they got like all the radio equipment and stuff. Which could probably be over here in this little jet out area. I should probably make that. Static. Dungeons. Oh, this is DLC. Dungeons. Is it? Where were we again? Facility? Room? Were we office? What is this called? Office. Okay, we want office. Here's office. You know what? Let me just check this real quick. What was the name of the piece we used? Office hall, small end, exit small. Small end, exit small. All right. Office. These are in alphabetical order. I don't know why I'm struggling. Oh wait, be hall. Okay. Office hall, small end. Is that's the same? Can I get one without the tile though? Alright, we'll use it for now. Oh, damn it. And that snap on. T. And boom. Okay. Now for these like hallway things, it's kind of weird. You gotta get like these half-size end caps. What is it called? Office Hall Small End 01. Okay, so that one. Small end. All right. Boop. Oh yeah, before I forget. Nav mesh exterior around degrees. That's something I'll probably do off camera, but okay. Get a door for here. Novak Motel lobby door. Used it 8 times. This is my favorite door. I don't know why. It's just a generic door. Okay. Actually, should we get like a proper office door for here? I'm trying to think. I was considering putting like a ladder well, like kind of just like a hatch and ladder up to the roof, but I was kind of thinking like, I know if you've ever been on the roofs in New Vegas, it doesn't really look great because I don't know if you saw in our when we were in here, a lot of the buildings, like they just sort of merge them together right there, so if you ever go on top of them, they look not so great. And yeah, because I was thinking like, yeah, we could have a little exit hatch and you could go up top, but I don't think there's really any use for it. Not that I have at the moment. Yeah, I don't think there'd be any real reason to go up there. What is it? What I was planning on doing is I was gonna actually use this building here. I was gonna have the quest with the guys you meet down in the bar. There's gonna be some prospecting thing that they're doing in here. I was gonna put a little, almost like an ant burrow tunnel down there in the rubble, and they're looking for like an underground, like parking garage of some sort. I don't know, some sort of adventure. So yeah, let's go back to our interior. Freeside, floor 3. Gotta love my descriptive names. Yeah. Okay. So this might just be, could be another bathroom. All right. Could have the players walk in, make this sort of like a T, and then kind of like a segmented off like offices here. Because I know they have standalone walls. So let's take a look. We may have to redesign this floor. So if you noticed when we were making these, you've got rooms and then you've got halls. The halls are the ones where they've already got a what do you call it? Like a wall on both sides, essentially. So, we could kind of make this like a U-shaped office. That could be kind of cool. Okay. Vision is kind of coming to me. Let me save this for now. That way, if I don't like this, I can change it. I'll just revert back. Get rid of you. All right, hall small. Opposite of that one. Yes. So let me toggle the lights real quick. It's a little bit hard to see in there. Drop that down. Drop it like it's hot. Nope, I am not lined up at all. Okay. Did that door line up perfectly? I would love it if it did. Yeah, okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make kind of like a T-shaped hallway right here. So we would need a three-way junction, right? No. Right, no, that's not. Wait a minute. That's a corner. Actually, we do need that piece, though. The only thing is I want to have a window in here, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, I want there to be a window in this hallway so you can, like, see the recording booth. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the piece. I'll need that elsewhere, but... Am I just not understanding how this hallway is built? Because I'd need another one of these, right? Like, wouldn't these need one too? Also, this is a half piece, so... My understanding of hallways is very limited. I mean, I guess I could squeeze an extra piece in between there. Maybe no one would notice. I think I'm going to go back to the original design, though. Yeah. Because what we can do is, I believe there is freestanding walls that we can just put up. If I'm not mistaken. Room. Wall only. Okay. Yeah, that might be easier to do. Is there a difference on these? I really don't see one. It is a bit thick, but hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, do we need a corner piece for these, or do these just overlap? Oh. Is there a window? Not a see-through one. Alright, let's lay out the idea though. There's gotta be like an end cap that goes on there. And then we get like a doorway here. Or maybe we could just put the doorway here. That might be okay. This is what I was trying to do with the hallway pieces. Do we have a wall with doorway? Office room wall, exit small. I That's... Wait, that looks like a hallway piece. Now I'm a little bit confused. We're in the room. So one of the things I could do is there's the Speedy Resource Pack on Nexus. Speedy. And I know they've got these nice tile sets that you can use. Those look pretty nice for like an office, especially these windows. That's actually one of the things I'm looking at the most. I don't know, my only thing is like, I think they look nice, but I think they also stand out quite a bit. So it's like, if the floor 1 and 2 are just vanilla pieces, if I use these on the 3rd floor, it might look pretty jarring and difference-wise. So I want to avoid using it if I can, just for now at least. Yeah, that is an option we have. All right. I don't seem to have like a wall only with a what you call it, doorway, which is what we need. Okay, so this is going to be the setup, I guess, for the 3rd floor though. We'll do the recording room right here. Ideally, we're going to have a window kind of so you can look into it. There can be someone like working here at like some sort of computer with a window in front of them into the recording room. And then over here will be like an equipment engineer room. And then over here could be either a bathroom or maybe like a kitchen. I don't know. Probably a bathroom, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna end this here because there's definitely a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to go look up how to do in preparation of another episode. But I hope y'all enjoyed. If you like this, let me know and give me some feedback in the comments, just so I can kind of try to make this more enjoyable. I know this was kind of a rough episode, me still learning how to use OBS, and then not having done as much research as I should have beforehand. But I hope this was at least fun and entertaining to watch. And as usual, y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see you later. As soon as I figure out how to stop the stream. I think this does it.